We come from opposite sides of the world.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I grew up in the U.S. and
I'm from Congo,
Congo.
Central Africa. Yes.
When are we gonna go to the Congo?
I don't know when marry me and stuff.
Oh my God! I love you, believe in you, and I just can't imagine anyone ever having a daughter more wonderful than you. Is it some type of a joke? No, it's sweet. You're so sweet.
Hello and welcome to our channel.
It's Dre and Asha back again for another one.
Yes, we are back with a new video. This is a different video because me and this young man sitting next to me.
You made me sound like I'm a teenager or something. I'm a grown man out here.
Yes.
Yes.
So we've been together, but we haven't been like together for that
It
long.
hasn't been that long, but it feels like it's been a long time.
Yeah, we're like best friends.
We like hang out and stuff and do cool, fun stuff,
Yes. Just by dating him, I realized we have so much differences because I have rules.
A lot of differences. A lot.
I believe in certain things that, he might not, agree with, but that's just who I am. And then he believes in things that
By the way, I love how she's trying to be all like nice and quiet and respectful. This girl is usually loud. She is loud.
So, okay. I feel like in this relationship, I run things and...
I don't know where you got that idea because you're my little punky punk. That's what I call her. She hates it.
That is pathetic. I'm not a punky
I'm
punk.
punk.
Babe, can you have another name? I don't like that one.
I'm sorry.
It's like a punk.
That's just what I
Punk.
give to
Like, how do you spell it?
Punky.
Like,
Punky punk.
is punky with the A?
No, with the U.
No, it's punky with the A.
Nah, babe. I'm sorry.
No,
Just
or
accept
you
it.
call me funky funk. Funky. I like
You want to
the
be
funky.
funky? Funky means you stink.
So basically, how can we combine, like, when you date someone different, how can you combine like different cultures together? Because I believe in marriage and stuff like that. And this gentleman right here was like, boy, sit down.
No, hold on. That's not true. We have the same, I believe in marriage too. But I don't know if it's her personally, but I think it's more, maybe tell me if I'm wrong, but I think it's more, in your culture, it's more important to get married at a young age.
Well,
Maybe.
it is important to get married at a young age, but not so young.
Mm-hmm.
Some other places in Africa, people get married super young. But now things are changing. People want to get married in their 30s, in their 20s, because they want to establish their careers. Like, I'm a career woman, so there's a lot of differences. But at the end of the day, I have my own beliefs, and those beliefs, I expect you to respect them and follow them if you want to be with me.
That's fair. And I feel the same way, So it's not that I don't want to get that thing, that
what?
That word.
The marriage.
But no, I mean, of course I want it, But I'm just saying, like, we just started dating, so it's gonna.
Yeah.
It's not something that I just
no, but I feel like
jump into,
yes, you don't want to jump in it, but I feel like women, we should always like get into a relationship with a goal and just an understanding that you're not just like dating just to date.
Mm-hmm.
You're dating to be somebody's wife. You're dating to be someone's husband. You can just jump into marriage or. No, of course not. You have to get to know each other, but you have to know the goals and the thing. And I tell girls, don't play. Don't give a man the husband treatment when they're not your husband. Okay. I know he doesn't like that,
Yeah.
but it's like
the husband treatment. So
that's what you want, though.
Yes, that is what I want.
So then you have to make someone your wife if you want them to treat you like their husband. It's like. No. So you have to set some boundaries. So sometimes I'm like, no, sir. And those times it's like, it's just kind of like, that is not happy with it. But that comes with the culture, the way how I was raised and how I live and how I just do things.
The way I feel that women out there, at least my experience, they have a certain like number in their head. Like, oh my gosh, I'm 28. Like, I'm freaking out. Like, I need to be married by this age and have this many kids or else
Honestly,
like, I'm a failure. But I feel like just let the moment happen naturally and organically, because for me, when I meet a girl that's like talking about marriage and like, and stuff like, I mean, it was different in her case because she's just such a catch. But like girls in the past, like they're already like freaking out about marriage and stuff, and it's just I don't know. It kind of like makes me like take a step back because it's like, are you really marrying me because you love me, or is it because you just really want to just be married to somebody? You know? Yeah. So I just think that just calm, just relax. Like we guys, it takes us a little longer just for everything. It takes us more time to like settle in and just understand and appreciate what we have, But it's not that we don't appreciate it. It's just that we just like to work on our own time.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I do feel like it's women, they're given like a little bit more pressure when it comes to marriage because it's like the clock is ticking. Mm-hmm. You want to have kids before you have your menopause. You're just kind of worried, like, when am I going to have kids? When am I going to have kids? Thankfully, technology is changing. I mean, Janet Jackson had a kid in her 50s. Thank goodness she was able to carry her kids. Not everybody have that opportunity. It's really tough. I know like a lot of African women who are older, who have kids at the older age. I feel like kids come from God, but at the same time, I still have to go back to don't give a man a husband treatment if they haven't put a ring on you. I feel like there should be an establishment, at least a promise, and tell you like, I'm going to marry you. And then, you have to really mean it when you promise somebody because you're telling this person you're going to marry them. You can't just change your mind and be like, I'm not going to marry you anymore. No, that's not fair. I know life happens, but that's why I shouldn't make any promises. He has told me so much promises.
I mean, of course, like I'm with you because I plan to spend long term with you, but like I'm also
there shouldn't be a but.
I'm saying
when
I'm
you
living.
Promise somebody.
I'm also living, taking it moment by moment. Like you just, I don't know. Who knows? You may like fall out of love with me. Like I don't know. So it's just,
I mean, that's why you have to do the right thing so I don't fall out of love with you. Because if you do the wrong thing, I might fall out of love with you.
Sometimes people just change. You might wake
that's
up
an excuse people make.
One day and be like,
no,
you know what?
I disagree. I feel like people make excuses. There's no such thing as you just falling out of love with someone. If someone is doing the right thing, if one person is doing the wrong thing, you will fall out of love with someone. If two people are walking in the same direction, there's no reason to fall out of love if you are all in the same page, same direction, same vision. It's amazing what two people can accomplish if they come together as one. Mm-hmm. So I still stand to don't give a man special treatments if they're not your husband.
What do you consider special treatment? So what is it that a woman should not do if
Everything.
She's not married? So if you're not married, should you cook for your guy?
You shouldn't always cook for him, sometimes because it's nice, but not all the time. Because you know why? Not everybody's gonna get the perfect woman who is actually good for them. And when I say perfect, I mean someone who's perfect for you. The girl who's gonna be down for you, who's gonna be there for you when you're down. Because all these girls who are out there giving it out for free, that's cool if that's what you want to do. But if you're someone who is working on your career and you want to be in a serious relationship, there's no point for you being with someone who is not trying to be in a serious relationship.
So how do you go, say, I'm just curious, say we've been dating for a year, 2 years or whatever. How do you come to the person, how do you come to me and ask me hey, where's this going?
You just talk about it.
You just talk about it?
Yeah, I'm like, let's have a seat. I've been thinking, we've been dating for a year. I feel like I would like to go on the second level because I know people are afraid of marriage, and you know what? You shouldn't be afraid of something that is unity. Marriage is a beautiful thing. It's something that God made for people who are in love. That's why you shouldn't get married if you're not in love. I don't want you to marry me if you're not in love with me. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. You should marry someone who is in love with you. Someone who knows that they don't want to be with anybody. Someone who cannot imagine their life without you. Someone who feels that if they lose you, they lose part of them. You know how it's like losing a part of you or losing someone you love or a family member? You should feel like you're losing your rib. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So you can't function without everything in your body. You can't function without your heart. So you need to marry someone who sees you as the reason why they're breathing. And if he hasn't come to that point, don't get on your knees asking somebody to marry you. You're wasting your time because you're going to get divorced. People get married because they're so excited. Marriage is exciting, but it's a lot of work, it's a lot of commitment, and it's a lot of promise and trust.
That's fair. How do you feel? Would you urge, say, a woman that has been with a guy for, I don't know, however many, 5, 6 years, would you urge the female to propose to the guy?
No. I mean, if you want to propose to your man, that's cool, but I would not propose to any guy. I'm not getting on my knees. No, I'm not buying a ring. That is crazy.
Not gonna buy me a ring?
No, boo boo. I'm not buying no ring
No
because
bling
so if you want to do that, that's cool. That's on you. That's something you believe in. But where I'm from, I'm old fashioned. You know, my dad raised me to always, expect more from a man that wants to be with me. If you think I'm not worth enough for you to go spend your money and buy me a ring, that's cool. But you know what? My dad did it for my mom, so my man is gonna do it for me. And if you don't want to do it for me, then you're not the guy.
Yeah, good thing I already have your ring, somewhere around here.
You play too much. So you have something else you want to say?
Depends, but like, yeah, how do you keep the marriage strong? Like, how do you stay in love? How do you keep your love growing, I guess, is the question.
Well, because I'm not married and I have no idea. None of us are married. I've been married or not married. So,
and that's my thing though. Like, and not to interrupt you, but like, how do you know, like, marriage? I'm just asking questions to keep the conversation going. I'm not saying I believe this way, but like, how do you know marriage is the right thing for you? Maybe being single is something you might end up enjoying more.
yeah,
Is that fair?
that is so fair. That's why people shouldn't be getting married. It's because you know what? It's so important for me to raise my kids in the same household with one father, one mother. And I know that not everybody has that. But it's really hard for me to imagine myself as a single mother because I have seen a lot of single mothers and they're always saying how much they have to work, which is totally understandable because they're very strong, hardworking women. But let's just talk about, having a child in the same house with their father and mother, just seeing your father in love and just creating families and being together. Not everybody has that, but me coming from a family that I was raised with both my parents, I really see how important it is for me to see my kids, me and their father together. It's just so important because now no man can mess with me. I'm telling you, because I see how my dad is with my mom. Yes, he's not perfect and he has not always been perfect, but it's the things that he has done to change as a man for my mom. And that's what I'm like, you know what? This is the version of the man that I want. You know what I mean? And that's how you keep your marriage. It's by compromising, meeting in the middle. That means doing things that you usually wouldn't do. You have to be adapting. You have to learn to adapt to maybe your man like playing video games, but he still have a job. So what? He has a job. He can still play video games. It's not like he's a bum. It would be different if all he does is play video games from morning to night. Go out there, buy your dude the Xbox, whatever that is. Buy it for him. And then, let him play his game when he's off. Like, don't torture the man. Let him enjoy.
Don't give me an Xbox.
No.
Why?
Let him go out with his friends. I'll let you go out with your friends. I mean, that's totally... But this guy does whatever he wants. He just cannot be flirting with, because he's like a ladies' man. Like, so we ain't playing that game. No. Those single days are over.
My locked up. My cuff.
Actually, you're actually free. You're free with me.
I'm
so
free?
Yeah, you're free, but with me.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like, what do you think guys always never wanna like talk about marriage? Why are they always scared?
Marriage, I don't know. As a guy, maybe it's just like a society thing, but you see maybe like celebrities and you see like just people who are famous. They they always have like all these like women around them, and it's a symbol of like power. I don't know. That's the image that I used to have, and I think that, and especially when you're young, when you're a younger guy, the idea of like being with one person while you're in your 20s, because you hear as a guy, like I heard this all the time, like, yo, like be single in your 20s. That is when you will get laid. Like that is the time to be single. They said late 20s, early 30s, and so I was like, wow, I can't wait to that time period, But honestly, like, I'm still in my 20s and I met her and I'm cool with that. Like, I'm happy. Like, I don't need any other woman. So I don't think it's true that, that we have to go out there and sleep around. And honestly, it's like, it gets exhausting too. I was tired of like just always being out there like on the chase. It's not worth it. Like, just find something that is pretty and down for you. And like, yo, that's more valuable than anything you will ever find, out there on the streets.
On the streets of Calais.
Yeah. I will say, before you just hop into any sort of relationship or marriage or whatever, very important that you know who you are as a person, as an
Right.
individual. Because if you're confused, because I've been with some people who hadn't figured their self out. They didn't know what they wanted to do with their career. They didn't know what like religion they wanted to do. They didn't know like they were just all sort of messed up internally, and so they weren't. I don't know. They weren't in a place to share their spirit with me or whatever that may be. So you
Wow.
really have to like understand yourself so you can be willing to share that with the other person.
Yeah, so that was all we had to talk about, you know. So whether you're trying to get married or you're trying to be single, whatever you do is totally up to you, but just do it for you and nobody else.
Yeah. Subscribe to our channel, like, comment. It's right there, subscribe button. Don't you want to hear more marriage talk? Because I'm sure she will not let it go. She's going to keep talking about it. So, yeah.
No, follow us on our social media at Dre Savage
And Asha Marisha.
and Asha Marisha, okay?
I don't know what our dance is.